Hey Aaron, it's Muffley. Just wanted to show you some more data cleaning visualization stuff here. I just want to make sure we're meeting um, our exclusion criteria. So we're saying that the values in here are from 18 to 90. Um, Great, that's good. I'm going to um, recode the people who are Hispanic here to other race slash ethnicity, and recode the other race to other race, and then I'm going to code Asians and American Indians, um, so that we can have kind of some cleaner data to work with in some categories that are slightly different. This record type 20 ID, this is maybe not as helpful as I initially thought, so we might drop that. Length of stay. So we know that the length of stay, let's make sure that there's no negative numbers in this. So let's make the length of stay have to be greater than 0. Filter greater than, how about we say greater than or equal to, 0. Oops. That removed all the NAs, which is not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to delete this step here. Let's recode this record type here. So I'm going to go replace values with new values. So outpatient surgery, inpatient surgery, just so it's a little clearer to us. And let's look at these patient pay definitions. I think that we could likely group some of those together as well. I think at this point this and this are not really going to help us. So let's do another round of just culling here, where we maybe take out some stuff that's not needed, so we get from these 55 columns down to a little more manageable amount. So to residency. So sorry, I didn't. In the end, I did not get those cold as I had hoped. Diagnosis 20 ID. Okay, so let's remove these columns again. Okay, great. So now we're down to 52 columns. Most of these are diagnoses, and let's get rid of these names. Come back. No, let's. Oh, excuse me. Remove column. Exclude. Thank you. Great. Okay. All right, and then I know that we have some of these variables that are abbreviated, and I'm just going to clean those up. So U.S. Let's say allopathic medical school, osteopathic medical school, And this will come in handy when we start to graph this stuff, and it looks readable. United States senior medical student, international medical graduate. Oops. Oh, excuse me. Residency. I'm not sure if this is going to be that helpful either. So hey, just to show you a little trick here, we can come back up here. We've got this list of things, of ones that we want to delete. They're all highlighted, and we're going to just command click onto that, and let's do that, and we'll run that. Because we added this above, it's going to probably error. Yep, so we'll delete that step. Okay, good. So 9 steps here, and we've got the data quite a bit cleaner. So what we need to do now is get some of these crosswalks in here. Oh, let's just make this a little clearer. Replace values with new values. So let's say this is a female physician, and we'll change this back to female or male later, but just to make sure that we are clear about what our variables really do mean. And then up here, we know that all these are going to be female patients, and that's gone. So let's look at the procedure types. Excuse me. A pair of cystocele, enterocele. Looks great. Let's come down here to his types. Let's say that we don't want anything that's NA, so we'll filter those out. Gosh, some of these are really tiny numbers. 5, 4, 2. These might be either coding errors or just things that aren't done that much. So we can create an other category or just eliminate these. So, rectovaginal fistula. So let's just filter the his types. So it does not include, we'll add these in here, vaginal, great, hard to see, vaginal reconstruction, obliteration. You know what? Actually, but before I get rid of these, let's see if some of these can be recoded into a similar category, so we don't lose them necessarily. But they might fit better together. Okay. Vaginal reconstruction, retropubic urethral suspension. So this is a Birch procedure. Birch corporal suspension. Insertion, that should stay the same. And really these two things are likely the same thing. Pararectocele, vag his with MMK or Birch. So let's just say that this is going to go in the Birch corporal suspension group. Repair cystocele, vaginal suspension and fixation. Repair of rectocele with graft or prosthesis. Let's just put this, the rectoseal repair, all together. Insertion of biologic graft, fairly non-specific. Vaginal suspension with graft or prosthesis. Let's just call that a vaginal suspension and fixation. And we can break these apart later on. Plication. This is a birch, like I said. Just in a fancy. Or no, I'm sorry. It's a Kelly plication. Yeah, I think we can probably get rid of these. Some of these. Okay, so let's run that. Take a look. Okay, so now we've got 13 unique variables. Let's see if that's a little more manageable. Yeah, still the NAs. It's kind of annoying. We really should know what type of procedures somebody had. So let's filter out the NAs for this column. Because since that's our primary outcome is looking, whoops, did that wrong. Sorry, I filtered is NA. I wanted is not NA. Okay, all right, and then so we really do want to know, we want to make sure we know what procedure people were having and who was doing it. So